Hey everybody, how we doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you can hear me. I'm in my truck right now, and I have the air conditioning going because it is extremely hot. And well, on my way home from Camden, New Jersey yesterday, when I was on the turnpike, my fan motor started making a whole lot of noise. Well, once it's way loud. So I hope you can hear me. I'm going to speak up real loud, and hopefully you guys can hear me. So let me see if I can do this too and make sure nobody calls me, or at least it doesn't ring while I'm talking here. So appreciate you watching. Welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. If you're watching, could you thumbs up and let me know if you can hear me okay? I imagine you probably can. I have my microphone on. That's what this is right here in front of me. So I just wanted to address a couple of things real fast in the beginning of this, and then I wanted to address what I wanted to talk about on this live stream today. Okay. So first thing I wanted to talk about was this. Okay. I did a live stream on Saturday from Philly, from my hotel room, and I just wanted to say, listen, I don't want to upset anybody with that. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I can't. What I've done and what I work for is entirely too important to me at this point, and I can't walk around feeling used. I understand that my channel is there to shed awareness and bring light to subjects. So I don't, I kind of want to clarify what I said about I felt exploited. If you don't like my message or my methods, then maybe my channel isn't the appropriate place to use for your voice. Okay. I've been out here on my own doing this the whole damn time I've been doing it, okay? I've asked people to advocate for me and help me, and I don't get much help, if any, okay? I have to do it all myself. So, that kind of makes me feel a certain way about things, and I'm still the same person. I'm still willing to help people, but I don't need to be frustrated so much about things, okay? So I'm going to get going here. That's what I wanted to talk to you about my stream on Saturday. Because to be honest with you, when I watched it, I was watching my body language and stuff, and what maybe you can't tell or what you can't see is truly how uncomfortable I was, okay? I could tell because I was watching myself, and I don't really like discussing my feelings anymore with random people, especially people who don't like me. I don't want to deal with that anymore, okay? I've done too much to help people that have turned out to try to hurt me, and I don't want to do that anymore, okay? So I'm done talking about my vlog on Saturday, okay? That's what I wanted to say, and that's it, okay? Those were my decisions that I wanted to make regarding my channel and what I do moving forward, okay? I don't really want to, okay, and I'm going to watch this live stream again too, and just to see how comfortable I feel about talking with it, because I don't like the perception of people because I don't take abuse from people at all, that bad person or whatever, or that I'm evil or I'm mean or I'm this or I'm that, okay? I've been on a quest to do the right thing for a very long time, and I have actual proof that people have done things wrong to me, and the people that are in charge of those people don't care, or they'll gaslight me, or they're just trying to make it go away. I think I've proven countless times I'm not going away. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so earlier this morning, well, yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock now. Earlier this morning, I was finishing up my morning chores, and part of my morning chores this morning were to send a final demand to Upper Yoder Township to the solicitor Dave Reho to address them towing my truck and seizing it and stealing it with no warrant. Okay. He told me in January, and I have it on video, to submit him a written proposal. I've done that 3, 4, 5 times, and he still has not responded to me whatsoever. And my patience is run thin. Okay, I know why he's doing that. He's trying to get the statute of limitations to run out. We're still in it, so you know, he can either address it, or he can, or he can, or you know, these cops that stole from me can address it in federal court again. And it's going to be a lot harder with the whole case of Novotny. You know, that's been proven that he harassed me. You know, I submitted a proposal too that they end John Blake's contract, and that they have some sort of advisory board for internal investigations, which includes which includes several members of the public, including a convicted felon, a criminal defense attorney, and a member of the district attorney's office. Okay, because if the police are acting criminally, they should be held to the same standards that we are. That's just the way it is. Okay, and I understand about qualified immunity, but if they're willing to hold them accountable, then qualified immunity doesn't really necessarily mean anything. I would have been much happier to see the police officers that have harassed me just be fired. You know, that would make me feel a whole lot better about things, and I wouldn't have to go about doing what I've been doing for so long, for you know, making a mockery out of their meetings and upsetting them, just like they've upset me. I mean, how come I get called out on my bad behavior when they don't get called out on their bad behavior? I treat them exactly the way they treat me, with no respect, no regard. Okay? So earlier this morning, I hear a knock on my front door. I have cameras at my house. I check my camera. And who was it? It was Southmont council member and my neighbor, Herb Ewald. And he was hanging a bag of peaches on my front door. A few years ago, he gave me a box of peaches. And they were full of bugs. So, respectfully, I don't want his peaches in my home, on my property. And also, because of his constant harassment and his constant weaponization of the Southmont Borough Council zoning officer against me and my family, I don't want him on my property. I don't understand where he thinks, or he has justification that he can just come onto my property. And I also remembered after the fact of a very important fact. It would have been November of 2022. I gave a trespass notice to every member of Southmont Borough Council, any agent of Southmont Borough Council. I did it in my correspondence to Southmont Borough Council. So he has already been informed that he's not welcome on my property. He came onto my property. He left a bag of peaches hanging on my front door. As he was walking away, I went outside with the peaches and I said, Herb, respectfully, I don't want your peaches and I don't want you on my property. I was very calm. I wasn't disrespectful, and I didn't even record him to give the old man the benefit of the doubt so he wouldn't be all upset that I was recording him. Well, of course the conversation divided, and he said, I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. And I said, you're not being a good neighbor by trying to use the zoning officer as a weapon against me because you don't like the way I criticize you. Okay, I said, you know, I went through the several things. I mentioned about my driveway. I mentioned how I asked him to advocate for me to not loot for me and my driveway. I explained to him how he for some reason thinks that it was an easement. Well, it wasn't an easement. I have correspondence from Mike Carbonera, the former solicitor of Southmont Borough, stating that the borough had nothing to do with that property and never had anything to do with that property. So it was never an easement. It was a paper alley, okay? And now at this point, if I park anything in that paper alley, or anybody parks anything in that paper alley, I go to jail for 6 months in contempt of court. Not my father, not my mother. Me. Bad ruling at the courthouse. Bad ruling from Judge Creaney. Terrible ruling. I wasn't even named in the suit, but how I was fined in contempt of court. Fine. So I don't park there. I have to park in my front yard. He told me to park on the street if I didn't like it. Well, I can't park on the street either because guess what? This truck is capable of towing a trailer. And if it's capable of towing a trailer, it can't be parked on the street for more than 8 hours at a time or overnight. That's the ordinance that he agreed to. He voted yes on that ordinance. So I can't park it on the fucking street. I tried to explain it to him. He kept trying to walk away. I said, don't walk away from me, old man. Address this. The conversation kept devolving. Finally, he asked me to not flip him off when I drove by, so I flipped him off. And then he said to me, he said, 10 years ago, I would come around this truck and I would put you on the ground. I would kick your ass. How come it's okay for an old man to threaten me? I walked around the truck and I said, all right, old man, bring it on. That's when I started recording him. Of course, he had nothing to say then. Now, he's allowed to threaten me? Come onto my property and threaten me? Fuck you! You're not going to do it again. I told him then, I'm going to send you a trespass notice. I'm running around because I went to the post office to mail it to him. Certified and first class mail. I mailed one to the district attorney's office, I mailed one to the police department, and I mailed one to the Southmont Borough Council. I've had it with council members thinking they can pick on me and they can use the government and their laws to weaponize me. I've said how many times, if you don't like it so bad, okay, there's 7 of you on council. Pull money and buy my fucking house. Seriously, I'll leave. Make it worth my while and I'll leave. Don't expect me to leave though and make me pay for it. You want me out of here? Fine. I'll do it on your dime, but not on mine. I've said that how many times? Buy me out and I'll leave. But no, what did you offer me, Herb? $50. You said I'll give you $50. I am the way I am with you because of the way you are with me, the way you pick on me. The fact that your wife is my Aunt Ann's best friend. And you go to my aunt and say all this nasty shit about me. My aunt is in her 80s. And believe it or not, she does care about me. And she thinks it's ridiculous and horrible. The way you use the government to pick on me. And the way you have my family my whole fucking life. Well, it's over. You step foot on my property again, I'll defend it. Do you understand? Call it a threat. Call it a fucking threat. Look up the Castle Doctrine, you ignorant fucker. Don't step foot on my property. It's a threat to me. I feel threatened. I don't want you there. I don't want anybody from the borough of Southmont on my property, ever. Unless I tell you to come there, do not come. I don't step foot on your property for anything. What would you do if I was on your property? Huh? I mean, Jesus, if I yell at you for my property, you call the police. But then you have your contractors park in my yard. Asshole. So I'm telling you, like I wrote the letter to you, do not step foot on my fucking property, Herbie Wald. Do not. You said you're going to kick my ass? There's no fence around me. Come on. Put your money where your mouth is, old man. I fucking dare you. I wanted you to do something to me today. I wanted you to hit me today. Who would have been on the ground? You would have been on the ground, old man. I don't care. Once you're over the age of... Oh, that's a nice buck. Oh my God, was that a nice buck with velvet on? Oh my, on Goucher Street. That's why I don't want the state police flying up and down Goucher Street in the middle of the night, because there's deer everywhere. But I'm the asshole, right? I'm the no good prick, right? Seriously. I don't know what y'all expect me to do or say. What I want you to do is think about what you'd do if you were in my shoes. If this was your perspective, if it was you. I want to know. Pretty sure you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't like it. Oh, it's okay, John. It's their job. No, it's not. Their job is to honor their oath to the Constitution. I brought that up. I said you swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States, Herb. That doesn't matter? What? Borough ordinances supersede that? No, they don't. I've absolutely had it with being okay. I'm done. You don't get just to pick on me and pick on me with no accountability. Like I told you, I know how to write lawsuits, and I will. Just for fucking sport, Herb, I'll sue you. Okay? In your official capacity. Go ahead and try and recover any attorney's fees. That's called a slap suit. Okay? You're a member of the government. I can petition you for I can petition the government for redress of my grievances. And I got a lot of grievances because you use your official capacity to harass me, to defame me, to hurt me. Like I cited you on the street since 1995. You've been complaining about my house. My father broke his thumb back then, and we couldn't finish the siding because he didn't work for a summer. And he didn't have the money. And oh my God, were you people just absolutely enthralled to come at him? How many times did you send old Fred Poland to harass him? And like I said in my vlog on Saturday, okay? Too bad for everybody. Too bad for everybody, myself included. Too bad for everyone that John Moser held his fucking service weapon to my head. Too bad. Had he not done that, I wouldn't have had to make the choice of you will never do this to me again. Had I not been treated like that by him, I wouldn't be so upset as I am today. I wouldn't treat you the way you treat me. And that's just a fact. That's just a fucking fact of life. I hate pulling out of there. It's always, you can't see. It's hard to see out of there. My microphone keeps falling out of my visor, of course. I don't have anything to clip it up there. I'm just using my camera holder. And whatever. Okay, so let me speak up so everybody can hear me over my air conditioning, because it's really loud. And look, at least it's cold. I don't care that it's loud as long as it's cold. Because I had a little problem with it at the beginning of the week. I tried to charge it, and don't do that. Don't charge it. If you don't know about air conditioning, don't charge it. Just like if you don't know about the laws that you're enforcing, don't enforce them. I'm gonna eat you alive in court, Herb. But I'm telling you, if you step foot on my fucking property ever again, okay, there will be legal consequences. You understand me? You've been officially legally notified now. Okay? I did it once in I believe November of 2022. It was November or December. It's in the correspondence. I'll write to no request it as soon as I get back to my house, just so I have it for you, and I'll mail it to you, Herb. Or I'll put in the correspondence so you can see where I put, do not step foot on my property. And you did. I don't care if it was you trying to be a nice neighbor. You're not nice. A nice neighbor, a nice borough council member would understand he's been here for 40 some years and we've picked on him ridiculously. Now it's time to let him go. Now it's time to leave him alone and let him live his life in peace, because that's what he wants. That's what he's paid his taxes for, and that's what he's earned. The right to be left alone. But no, I brought up, what did I bring up today? I brought up the sewer maintenance. I brought up the sewer maintenance account, how it is $600 a year, and how Herb voted yes for that. If I can run on one thing, my platform is I will repeal or do what I can to file an injunction or whatever it takes to get that amount of money reduced back down to $48 a year. What it used to be. Before they started making us pay for the sewer laterals out the back door. Sure, you don't have to call a contractor to have your sewer laterals done. We contracted, they're going to do it for the whole borough. But we're going to raise your sewer maintenance rates to $600 a year forever? No. He said to me, that goes into escrow, and it's for anything that could come up. Well, you know what? That's what you pay taxes for, too. That's a slush fund. Okay? Where is that money right now? I will ask Sherry that, because she handles the finances in the borough. I ask her, where is that money? What is the name of that account? Because I want to know. There's the greatest mail lady in the world. I am live on my YouTube channel right now, Char. If you don't want to put your face on, good, but I want to shout you out as the greatest damn mail lady in the world. There's the camera. That's Char. She's my mail lady, and she is awesome.
Thank you. Much love, Char.
See you, Char. She's a good person. She's a good worker. She does her job, okay? That's what's important to me. Because she does something for me. She does a service for me. Trailer in the borough right there. I'll drive back around so everybody can see it, but there's a trailer in the borough parked right there. Anything being done about it? Is it being enforced? No. Why not? We'll go this way. We'll go through the alleys. We'll check out the alleys. Let's see what's going on in the alleys here in Southmont. But I've said it how many times? I've had it with this treatment. Everything I do is a reaction to what you people have done to me. Had you guys been decent and treated me the way you expect me to treat you, I would have been cool. Didn't you just see the way I was with my mail lady? Nice. I was respectful. I was kind. I was friendly. Do you know why? Because that's the way she is with me. Fixing my mic again. If it falls again, I am going to end this. Okay, I'll put it up here. Let's see if it stays up here, because I think it will. Hopefully it doesn't get too much louder, or you can't hear me or whatever, but I'm going to put it up there, okay? It's still close to my face, so hopefully it's still coming in loud and clear. And I'm talking really loud so everybody can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me real good. Like I said, no harm, no ill will, no hard feelings towards anybody. It's a simple thing of like, I treat you the way you've treated me over the years, you know? So it's just that simple. Had you been decent and kind to me, I would have been decent and kind to you. Let's go over to Upper Yoder. Let's see what's happening over here in Upper Yoder. We're gonna go across the road. And I'm gonna end this live stream here in a minute because I really don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna be doing more vlogs. Just because, you know, it's good for me. It helps me getting this shit off my chest, okay? Maybe if I explain it over and over and over and over again, maybe you people that are officials will understand. You know? That's all. Maybe you will understand why exactly I am the way I am. You don't like being treated the way I treat you. Do you think I like the way you treat me? It's not just doing your job. How many times has it been explained to me that there's such a thing called officer discretion, right? Officer discretion. I never met officer discretion. I've met officer names here. It's here. I've met some of them that I have met a few good ones. Very few. I met a good cop down in Camden, New Jersey. She was actually really pretty too. But she was friendly. She was kind. She was nice. She wasn't there to arrest anybody. She was just there to make sure that nobody, let's go back here and see what they're doing back here, that nobody did anything, you know, they shouldn't. She was good. Doing a little bit of new construction here over, and they have the whole road blocked off for some reason. Oh, half of it. Okay, good. RDM. That's the Water Authority. They're doing work here today. That's the Water Authority doing work. I'll drive around this way so we can see what's happening with the Water Authority. And respect is a two-way street, right? So if I don't get it, why am I expected to give it? Imagine if I would have said to that old man, I'm going to kick your ass, what he would have done. He would have called the police instantly. You threaten me. How come he can threaten me? Why is that right? Why is that okay? Seriously, somebody tell me. Somebody comment and tell me why that's all right, why that's okay, why somebody can do that to me. But I don't even so much as threaten somebody. My words get me sanctioned. You know? People don't see that as a problem. I see that as a real problem. I see that as a real fundamental problem. Three police cruisers at Upper Yoder Township. So, as always, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for stopping by. I should probably start numbering these Klanch Vloggy vlogs. I like doing them live because I'm not editing them. You know, I'm just telling you what I'm thinking off the cuff, and whatever that's worth. I mean, you know, I don't know. So I'm gonna actually stop here for a moment so I can end this live stream. I gotta touch my phone to do that. God knows in Pennsylvania, that's a reasonable articulable suspicion to stop you now. And we don't want that. I want to thank everybody for the support that I get. I actually want to thank everybody for the criticism I get too. Because I read every single comment. And I think about them. I think about what I can do to improve myself. I think about what I can do to improve the community I live in. I understand that my efforts aren't appreciated by many. So I'm going to stop me. It's just going to make me change the way I exert my energy. It's going to make me prioritize what I do. It's going to make me prioritize a lot of different things. It's going to make me think, why won't they listen to me? What is their reasoning for stonewalling me? What is their reason for attacking me? They don't seem to understand that they cannot retaliate against me for what I say. I don't take liberties with that. I know exactly what I can say. I haven't threatened anybody. But I was threatened today. I was threatened that my ass would have been kicked. And that's perfectly okay with somebody? It's not okay with me. So therefore, I don't want that person, Mr. Herbie Wald, 117 Delia Street, Johnstown, Pennsylvania, 15905. That is 117 Delia, Dahlia Street, Johnstown, PA 15905. I don't want him on my property. I sent him a registered letter today indicating that. That is an official trespass notice. I also forwarded that letter to any agency that has jurisdiction over the borough of Southmont, criminal jurisdiction. Therefore, they are also informed. Then it's never a question. I don't think you're a bad person, Herb. I just think you are misguided. I think that your perception of what your job is and what your place is in this borough is miscued. You're old. You need to retire from council. If I'm not mistaken, you're still the only one that's getting paid. I could be mistaken about that, but I don't. I think you've been on long enough, and I think you've been on consecutively from when they used to pay like $35 or $40 a meeting. I think you still get that because they can't take that away from you because they still had it. So I think you're still getting paid. I think maybe you and Bob Morgan are still getting paid. None of the other ones are. They're doing it for civic service. Community service. They're doing it out of the kindness of their heart because they feel away. So I'm going to do that too. But you cost the borough money every month. You get paid. You act like a dick to me at the meetings. You hide your face from my camera. Why? It has nothing to do with me. I don't dictate your actions. You take your own free will and your own volition to harm me. I've never done a fucking thing to you other than say a couple of words to you that you don't like. Well, now I've done something. I've trespassed you from my property. I'm considering suing you for defamation too. You ever threaten me again? You ever fucking threaten me again? Whatever you threaten to do to me physically, I will do right back to you. I promise you. You're an old man. Learn your place. You so much as step towards me, I will fuck you up. I'm defending myself. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you, the power and the authority that you have because you've used it against me. Are we clear? Are we fucking clear, Herb? We better be. Okay. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for stopping by. It's been 33 minutes and 35 seconds that I've been rambling about this, and I shouldn't be wasting my time, my energy, and my day on this. I have far more important things to do with my time. Like fucking off and doing something else. Anything else. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow, maybe I won't. It's hard to say. But I appreciate you watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, leave a comment. I will be doing an edited video in the next couple of days. I'm not sure. I didn't, I went to see Dave Matthews in Camden, New Jersey on Friday and Saturday. Man, I had a good time. I really enjoy going to see that man. I enjoy going by myself. I like just having the freedom to be there by myself. And I thought to myself, when I went to the Homedale show, I live streamed it. And one of my best friends likes to text me when I'm at shows, and we kind of, it makes me feel like he's there with me. And for the Camden shows, I decided I don't want to live stream. I don't want to tie up my phone. I just want to leave it in my pocket and just kind of float around, and I did that. I did record a song, one or two, and I don't even remember which one it was. I remember on Saturday trying to record me walking through the lawn while they were playing "Don't Drink the Water," and I kept remembering like I was tripping over people's. I wasn't tripping, but I was. People had blankets laid out all over the lawn, and I was trying not to step on them. So the camera is just terrible. Like, cause I wasn't really watching the camera. I was trying to like, just get like the experience of the lawn. And for that, I apologize. I might put that one out. We'll see. It's not worth the fight with the copyright strikes and stuff. But I did record a full song on Friday. And I don't remember what song it was. But it was early in the show. I was still up on the lawn. I ended up getting myself a little unauthorized upgrade, like I normally do when I'm by myself. I just walked right in the pavilion, and I ended up beside the soundboard, and I ended up seeing some really cool personalities from the crew. I got pictures with Rob. I got I got a picture of Sanjay. Some other cool people. Fenton, the lighting guy. That was all pretty cool for me. Rob took pictures with me Friday, or let me take selfies with him Friday and Saturday night, which was really cool. I don't know. It's just a thing in that whole scene. I managed to score posters for both nights, foils and regulars. I met a really cool guy who I hooked up with some posters. I took care of him on that too. Man, Saturday night's foil poster was next to impossible to get. I had fast pass early entry, man, and that was a hard poster to get. I watched the main merch tent stand. It's not a tent, it's a stand that's in the lobby. I watched them sell the last foil, and then I went outside and I managed to get one for him. I got one for myself too. I'm not gonna give all my secrets, but I managed to get them. So I had a fun time. I had a fun time getting out of town and getting away and doing my thing. So like I said, I did shoot a video. I'm gonna have to go through my phone. Took a lot of pictures. Maybe I'll do a collage video too. And everybody that comes to my channel for that content, man, thank you. People that come to my channel for this content, I just do it to raise awareness. I'm not really gonna, thanks, I guess, for the support, but I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go and fight with the government. I don't want to go and fight with elected officials. I want left alone. And if they won't leave me alone, I'll fight with them. Absolutely. So let me finally make my final thing clear, and then I'm going to end this, I promise, for the 10th time. Mr. Herbie Ewald, Southmont Borough Council member and resident of 117 Delia Street. You have been trespassed from my property. This is your notification. You actually also have official first-class mail and certified mail coming to you. So you can't run away from it. You can't deny it. And I also have sent it to the council. So there's no getting away from it. Do not step foot on my property ever again. As long as I own it, do not step foot on it. For anything. Nothing. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, leave a comment. Bow. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Bow. Okay. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to get this thing done. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to, like I said 15 minutes ago, fuck off doing my own thing, which is what I like to do. Okay? I suggest that you do your own thing. Do it the way you like to do it, and whatever puts a smile on your face puts a smile on my face. Honest to God, I was surrounded by so many happy people in their element, doing what they love to do over the weekend. That's infectious. I don't like being like this. I don't like being mean. So I'm gonna get done with this in the next couple seconds. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Bye.